I want to speak a little bit about what our onboarding process looks like. In other words, you schedule a call, what happens after that? So there's going to be the initial 15-minute call, and that would be a time for me to learn a little bit about you and your financial goals. If there is a mutual agreement to move on to the next step, what that looks like would be requesting documents. So there's going to be bank statements, tax returns, investment documents, Social Security estimates, pension estimates. There's a whole list of things that will be requested. You can either gather those up and send them in through a secure link that we provide, or you can drop them off to our office if you're local and feel more comfortable that way. I'll have an opportunity to review those documents and, of course, ask clarifying questions, or if there's something missing, I'll request additional documentation. But the goal would be to put together a first draft of what we call a financial blueprint. We want this blueprint to reflect, again, your goals, whether that is retiring next year or 3 years from now, or if you want to leave a certain amount of legacy to kids, grandkids, church, or charity. We want to make sure that those are all included in this plan. Over the next few weeks, we'll build out different scenarios, and then we'll plan to meet again. So you have the initial consultation. Within the next month, 4 to 6 weeks, most likely, we would have that second conversation where I'm presenting in a collaborative way what that first draft looks like, making sure that all the numbers are accurate, they feel comfortable, and we're going to go through that in great detail, making sure that those are agreed upon, and we're factoring in assumptions like inflation and taxes, rates of return, to make sure the plan is built on sound principles. You'll have an opportunity to review that plan, think about it, make adjustments to it. And at that point, we will put together a proposal to implement parts of that plan. If you would like to work with us directly, we would then decide what parts of that plan we'll implement first, and then get to work on doing that together. So whether that is consolidating investment accounts, whether that is coordinating with your tax preparer for a tax strategy, or that could be updating estate plan documents. Those things, we want to make sure we have a clear path and clear action items coming out of those drafts of the plan to make sure that we're achieving those goals. These things are going to change over time. Your goals are going to change over time, and we want to make sure that we're keeping focus on those things and achieving them along the way, adjusting, keeping flexibility built into the plan. That's a little bit of a taste for that, first 60 days essentially. Of course, it'll be an ongoing, an annual, semi-annual connection, either meeting directly or staying in touch via phone, email, to make sure that everything's running on track. So if you want to learn more or start that process, we'd love to schedule a time with you. Just go ahead and click the link below, and we get that initial consultation, a discovery session on the books.